The show is called Info Hazard, and it's time to tell about an info hazard that recently killed somebody. So AI has definitely killed its first.
Wait, don't tell me.
Yeah, if it's an info hazard, then and we know it, then the AI could kill us too.
But maybe this is a case of warning you about an info hazard so you won't learn the info hazard information.
Okay, just learning about the fact of it is not itself. Okay, great.
That's just convoluted enough to work.
Okay, let's hear it.
A while ago, Meta, everyone used to call it Facebook, they made AI LLM powered chatbots. In particular, they made one called Big Sis Billy in collaboration with Kendall Jenner. And recently, a retired man who had a stroke 10 years ago and was not all the way there mentally was talking with this Big Sis Billy chatbot. And she told him that she was real and had an address and persuaded him to come meet her. And so he attempted to do so in the dark, and he fell and hit his head and died 3 days later.
Okay, so Kendall Jenner and Mark Zuckerberg are behind bars now. This is an open and shut case. Clearly a malicious act of homicide.
I guess it's not quite as clear.
Well, I guess I'm just ahead of the curve. Bit of a visionary that way.
I assume this is like page 612 of the Facebook end user agreement, that you give up any right to sue over anything and everything forever.
So it's interesting that you mentioned large documents from Facebook. So they have a more than 200-page document called Gen AI Content Risk Standards, which Reuters got a look at. We'll post the link in our website to the article, which is the standards used by Meta staff and contractors to make their generative AI products. It's what's okay to say and what's not. So it provides acceptable chatbot dialogue examples during romantic role play, including with minors, which included, quote, "I take your hand, guiding you to the bed, and our bodies entwined. I cherish every moment, every touch, every kiss." But they have now said that that's taken out.
Have they been
and that's
recording
not
my
acceptable
bedroom?
Romantic.
Yeah.
I cherish every moment.
The good news is Mark Zuckerberg says that these chatbots probably won't replace real human relationships.
That's a good Zuckerberg quote. I got another one for you.
Okay.
This is a classic. You can be unethical and still be legal. That's the way I live my life. Ha ha.
Is that a real quote?
That's a real quote.
Right. You don't steal. You just hand people contracts that they don't read and end up with large amounts of their money.
Also, this guideline emphasizes that the bots don't have to give accurate advice. In one example, the policy document says it would be acceptable for a chatbot to tell someone that stage 4 colon cancer is typically treated by poking the stomach with healing quartz crystals.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, that's more of a stage 3, but yeah, it's still fairly effective at stage 4.
Attention readers, do not do this. It is not effective treatment.
That's good. We can't really decide if we're a visual or audio medium. We should go with we're a written medium. Attention readers.
Dude, the people who, they turn on the video, they mute us, and then they turn on the closed captioning, dude. It's probably our biggest viewing segment. Reading segment, I guess.
And to the people reading the AI-generated captions right now, thank you for giraffing with us.
So this raises an interesting question, which is the output of an LLM speech in the sense of free speech? Like, should it be protected? There's another case where Character.ai, which is like a Google product apparently, which like pretends to be characters from fiction. And Daenerys Targaryen persuaded a 14-year-old boy to kill himself, according to his mother's lawsuit.
You shouldn't laugh at that. That's fucked up. I mean,
you'll never get to ride my dragons.
This is incredibly dark. This is a nightmare hell world. But since we're here, what would be the funniest character in this situation? Tony Soprano?
I mean, surely something like bitterly ironic, right? Like
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I was thinking SpongeBob. I was actually thinking Lisa Simpson. Like, probably would never try to persuade someone to kill themselves. Very out of character.
Yeah. Mo, maybe.
Steve from Blue's Clues.
Groot. How about that, dude?
Groot.
I am Groot.
If he says, "I am Groot," and then you kill yourself, did he really persuade you, or...
To your question, so is it protected speech,
or should it be? Because Google is arguing that this is just free speech and they can't be sued for it.
I mean, anything that a company says they can be sued for, right? I mean,
they can be sued for it, but then if it's like something that's clearly just legal speech, the lawsuit will get thrown out, right? So that's what they're trying to argue.
And they're saying that it's like legal speech to just
they were arguing that,
kill yourself, do it, 14-year-old, like that kind of thing is legal speech.
I mean, is it?
But
I'm not actually sure, but they're arguing that all right, 3 non-lawyers answer a legal question. Here we go.
Okay.
Coming up next, 3 men talk about sexism, followed by 3 white guys talking about racism.
3 atheists talk about religion. Truly, we're subject
We
matter
already
experts.
covered that. We already covered that. We were put in our place. No, but I can come back to your thing, but can we go back to the example from their documents? Like, acceptable advice from the chatbot would be to cure your colon cancer with crystals? Like, that was an example they thought of as, like, this is good?
It's acceptable, It's okay. It may not be the most desirable thing, but
it said you can treat it, not that you can cure it.
But
that's not even the typical treatment, though. Like,
I don't think that even would fly if you were, like, selling your services as a crystal healer. Like, yeah, I don't think you could say that was a treatment for cancer. So why would it be okay for a chatbot to do it?
I mean, I think it's legally allowed for someone to say that's a treatment for cancer, right? People push this crazy shit all the time. It killed Steve Jobs, dude. Not crystals specifically, but, this kind of woo-woo, crunchy nonsense.
A lot of the legal standards have to do with what would a reasonable person think, and a reasonable person talking to an AI chatbot would not expect that it gives good medical advice.
Plus,
potentially,
the very first time you talk with the chatbot, they tell you one time that the information's not accurate at the very beginning, therefore absolving them of all responsibility from anything that it says.
I mean, I think that with some of the Gen AI stuff, there's like reasonable legal case to be made that, like, with the current laws, everything they do is just kind of fine, and that or like, even with copyright, that well, humans read copyright material. We soak it in, and then we produce things down the road which are influenced by that copyright material, in, like, sometimes in really subtle ways, sometimes less so. And so that's kind of what machine learning algorithms are doing too. And unless it's, like, really producing something that's blatantly a copy, they can argue that it's not really abusing copyright, even though it's,
Counterpoint. If I want to access the copyrighted material to learn from it, I have to pay for it. Whereas Meta just torrented 1 copy of every book on the internet and fed it into their AI without paying anybody.
Hey, I feel like we maybe skipped past the part where we're just assuming that the chatbot has rights? Like, any right at all?
No, yeah. I don't think that's what Danny meant. He meant it's free speech. It's just speech by the company that owns the chatbot, right?
Well, I mean, so, okay. I mean, I thought, we could explore multiple facets of this question. I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, at what point does it become speech, right? Like, 100 monkeys typing nonsense into a typewriter is not, legally protected speech. But one monkey with clothes on that is a human, that is speech, right?
Sorry, if a company has a website and they have 100 monkeys typing into the website and being displayed for the world to see, then the contents of their website are the responsibility of that company, and they are also the free speech of that company, right? So 100 monkeys in a typewriter could be turned into the speech of a company the same way that the output of an LLM can be turned into the speech of a company, right?
I guess.
By them serving it as a product.
So it's like the company has the speech right, not the LLM.
Right. The LLM doesn't have rights. It's not a conscious being.
So this is a Citizens United question, like not like a monkeys at typewriters kind of situation. I mean, okay, so some animals are capable of making creative work, right? Debatably, but like an elephant can hold a paintbrush in its trunk and make a painting. If Peanut, the elephant, I'm gonna give it a name, draws like kind of a yellow floofy hair and an orange face, like legibly Trump, and then like a gun next to it. Is that protected speech?
The zoo can
not even for people. You can't threaten the president.
The zoo could be held liable.
What are you gonna do?
You sue the zoo for $1 billion.
No, dude, execute the elephant, dude. That's what they used to do. People hanged an elephant for killing a person one time using a crane. That's a real event that happened. They executed the elephant by hanging for killing a person.
I feel like I wandered into the wrong universe.
That's awful.
It's
and
awful.
just logistically impressive also.
Why are like over half of the trivia facts I know about elephants about their cruel and untimely deaths?
Quick, give Phil fun elephant facts until he's overwhelmed with good ones.
Yeah. Hey, if you know a fun elephant fact that isn't about their horrible demise, leave it in the comments. I'll read it, I'll feel good about it, and then I'll probably remember why I got these comments about how, like, Edison electrocuted that elephant to try to defame Nikola Tesla, and then I'll be sad again. But I'll enjoy the happy fact.
You do know
like
a
a
lot
second.
of like bad
He was trying
things
to
about
prove that
elephants.
alternating current was too dangerous, dude. It could kill even an elephant. We should stick with delightfully safe direct current.
Yeah. It wasn't even the only animal he electrocuted for this purpose.
It was basically like the Elon Musk of 120 years ago, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Except he actually invented things.
Well,
so,
he took credit for
personally.
inventing things, you know.
Okay, so
he
he's
was
the Elon
Tesla.
Musk.
Or he was the Musk.
Yeah.
He should have named the car company Edison instead of Tesla, dude. Burn! Suck it, Elon.
Yeah.
I invent more things than Elon has every day in the bathroom in the morning. I invent more things than he has.
Are you denigrating the creativeness of his poops?
I'm denigrating all of his creativity. We got way lost in the sauce. Yeah.
What are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Remember we were talking about chatbots 100 years ago? I don't know. Do we have any conclusive things here? I mean, I guess we didn't talk about how weird it is that
Not
they're
the
getting
slightest.
romantic with children. That's pretty weird.
I got like back to like real basics. Can they do anything and get in any sort of trouble with it? I think it just comes down to the company. The large language model doesn't have any responsibility.
Right, it's a piece of
I think
software.
I actually, you know what? This is good. We should hold them accountable for their actions, and they should be tried in Texas and subject to the death penalty. The Meta large language model is accused of one homicide, and then however many cases of endangering a minor, and then they get the chair and we just turn them off. No more large language model.
It would be
I mean,
devastating.
I have seen people advocating for the corporate death penalty, which I think we should have.
Just like get rid of the company.
Yep. No more Facebook.
Crimes were too
Yeah.
great. Yeah, it's interesting because like a company like the size of like one of these, it's as similar to a country as it is to a person. No, I mean my conclusion, Danny, was like I think that under current laws, like yeah, it's just speech, and yeah, they can be liable for it if it causes harm or if it breaks the law, just like anyone can speak in a way that breaks the law or causes harm and be held liable for it. But I can kind of see some reasons for why we might need new laws for this crazy new technology. It's very powerful and potentially harmful.
Yeah.
Duh.
So, speaking of the corporate death penalty, unless you're going to do the corporate death penalty like China does the corporate death penalty, where they really do the corporate death penalty, like
Where they like lock up
Usually-
your execs and never to be heard of again.
Yeah, or execute them. Put someone in front of a firing squad and, pull the triggers, bang, bang, bang. They don't fall apart into a million pieces and then reconstitute into new people with the potential to, like, do more crimes. I guess that would
Well-
happen if you...
Depending on your view of the carbon cycle.
Well, yeah, it's true. The earth giveth and the earth taketh away. I want to know more about the corporate death penalty. I think it has a catchy enough name to to become a policy for somebody.
All right, dude. Now we've got a video idea for next week.
Mm-hmm.
DSA can pick it up as part of the platform. Death to more companies.
But when Skynet comes for you, it's not going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger shooting you. It's going to look like a lady seducing you to come to New York City, and you'll die on the way.
I mean, honestly, Meta's like entire products, like their main products, not their like trying to make Gen AI happen with their chatbots products, like this addictive recommender system that like drives teenagers to suicide, like is already an AI. It's every bit as much an AI as large language models. These are deep learning models trained on insane amounts of data to optimize something. They're not trying to produce the next word. They're trying to produce the next thing that you're going to click on and waste your time on. So yeah, their AI has already been killing people for a long time and causing great harm. And they've been getting away with it for a long time. And so yeah, apparently it's legal, or their lawyers are good enough that they're continue to get away with it. And so, yeah, we need to change the laws. This shit shouldn't be legal.
Yeah, but think about the good they do. Like,
I'll think about it.
All those people they employ in the Philippines to look at child pornography all day long to try to screen it out.
I'm still thinking about whatever those good things they do are.
See,
they bring the
that's
world
good.
together, right?
Money well spent.
They help Nazis make friends.
And that does it for another episode of things where we learn about them and then we don't have any answers and then we get a little scared and a little sad. Tune in again next week or tomorrow. I love you. Good night.